The beat on the beat.
Hi everybody, and welcome to A Stylish Life. My name is ShaKayla Diamond, and today I'm doing a video for all of my graduating seniors in college. I wanted to do this video because I'm a graduating senior as well, and I know that it can be really tough to be a senior because you don't really know, a lot of times you don't know what's out there for you once you walk across that stage. A lot of people don't know what they want to do once they leave college. They're right now scrambling around not knowing, you know, what's going to happen. What do they look forward to? And the biggest question that you're always asked is, what are your plans after graduation? And if you don't know, that's a lot of stress on you. So I wanted to come and do a video and give some tips and advice on being a graduating senior. Although I'm a senior as well, I feel like there is some advice that I can give, and also, you know, hearing something from somebody in your same predicament kind of lets a lot of people know that, you know, like, it's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into the video. So first I wanted to start off with some tips on, you know, what to do in this position right now and what can you do moving forward. So first is forget what everybody has to say. Forget that everybody is saying you have to have something lined up for after school. Forget everybody saying that you have to go work for a 9 to 5 that you probably will hate just so that you can get benefits and you know, be prepared for retirement and things like that. There's nothing wrong with the 9 to 5, but I know that the thing that most people, parents, grandparents push to graduating seniors is to go get a corporate job that will be great for them to retire from. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with the 9 to 5, but going to a 9 to 5 that you hate, there's something wrong with that. If you find a corporate job in your field that you love, I'm all for it. Do what you have to do if you love it. But going to a corporate job at 9 to 5 that you're going just for the check, or you're going just to have the security of knowing what you're gonna do when you retire, or having money saved for when you retire, that's not good at all. Another thing to forget that people say is feeling bad if you are in a position to where you don't know what to do. Like, people instantly want you to, you know, leave, walk across the stage and walk right into the next thing. So just forget what everybody has to say. Forget all the naysayers. Forget all the people who are projecting fear on you. If you have something that you want to do, like freelance or being an entrepreneur, and a lot of people project their fear onto you when it comes to that by saying, I don't think that's a great idea, or, you know, I don't think that that'll work out. That's them projecting their fear on you. So, but if that's what you want to do, forget what they have to say and continue to do you. If you know that it'll work, that you'll love it, do it, because life is all about trial and error, and you'll figure it out along the way. Everything's not going to be perfect. Everything is not always going to go the way that you want it to, but at least you're trying, and it's A for effort. Like, just keep doing it and you'll continuously keep getting better. Now, if you're doing the same thing and staying in the same position, that's not a great idea. But if you're doing something, you're continuously getting better, learning your craft more, you know, making money, being able to meet people, make new connections, and that's what you want to do it. Don't worry about what other people say. Don't worry about people saying that you need to have stability. Don't worry about that. You continue to do you. So the next tip is, it's okay not to know what to do next, but it's not okay to be stagnant and be okay with continuing not to know. And what I mean by that is that a lot of people right now don't know what they want to do after college. The major that they majored in, they hate it. They don't want to get a job in it. They don't know what they're going to do next, which is fine. That's okay to not know what you want to do when you graduate, because you can always figure it out. But what's not okay is every time somebody asks you, what are you going to do? You're like, I don't know. But you're not trying to figure it out. You're just like, well, I don't know what I want to do, you know, whatever. That's not okay. If you don't know, you need to start figuring it out. If it comes down to it, keep doing, you know, paid internships to keep dabbling in, you know, what you like and what you don't like. Right now is the time, well, college was the time to figure out what you like and don't like. But if you didn't take that time to do it during college, during your 4 years, 5 years, or however long it took you, do it after. Keep figuring it out. Maybe shadow somebody who's in a position that you're interested in, just to see if, do I want to make this a career? Do I not? But continuously not knowing and being okay with not doing anything is not okay. And I'm never going to be the person to tell you that that's okay, because it's not. You need to, if you don't know, like I said, keep trying to figure it out. Keep looking into different things to find out what you like and what you don't like. Maybe go to a job. You might stay there for 6 months and decide, I don't like this, and then you leave. Go to a job, stay there for a year. You might decide, I'm done with this, and leave. Because most entry jobs, you're supposed to only stay there for 1 year. It's not, an entry job is not meant to be your long-term job. Even if you stay with that company, your entry position should only remain for a year. After that year, there should be possibly a promotion or something better after that. And if this company is not, you know, offering that, then you leave. You don't get stuck somewhere. Entry places are meant for 1 year, a year and a half max, but no more than that. But you should never be stagnant in not knowing what you want to do next. If you're not trying, then that's not okay. And I won't be the person to tell you that's okay. It's okay for you to not know what you're doing right after it happens. But for you to be 6 months from now still saying, oh, I don't know, and not doing anything with your life, that is not okay. And you need to get it together, and you're going to have to figure it out. Next is, don't let people make you feel like you have to take just any BS job for security. I touched on that in the first point. A lot of, like I said, parents and grandparents and people in that generation, they want you to get a job that's going to be secure, that's going to be, you know, able for you to create, get a social security check maybe down the line, get a retirement check, start your 401k, and things like that. But if you don't like the job, do not take this job just because they offer you that. Don't take a job just because you're guaranteed a check every 2 weeks. Don't take this job just because it's what's available. Don't take this job just because somebody else told you that you should. If you don't like this job, do not take it, because who wants to go to work and be miserable for years just because you know that you're going to get this check every 2 years, and you know that in the future you're going to be able to get a retirement check? What if there's another depression? What if you don't get that check that you've been working for and you took this job for because you thought you were going to get? You just never know how the world is going to go. So don't take something just for the security of what will happen later on. So yeah, don't take a job just because somebody else told you to, or you think that it's the right thing to do right now. If you don't like the field, if you don't like the company, if you don't like the position, do not take it, because there's something else out there for you. You just have to put in the work to try to find it, but don't take something just because it's there. Next point is, don't let anybody project their fears onto you, such as somebody telling you that you can't do something but not giving you a valid reason. Like if you want to move to another state right after graduation and somebody telling you, I don't think that's the idea, that's not going to work out. They're projecting their fears on you because it's not something that they would ever do or see themselves doing. A lot of the time, that exact reason that I just said is the main point why people tell you no, or tell you that you can't do something, because they can't imagine themselves doing it, so they don't think that it's possible. But if they can't give you a valid reason on why that's a bad idea and what you could try to do to make it a good idea, or what would be a better idea, then that's just them projecting their fears onto you. And you should never listen to anybody else's fears, because those are their fears, and their fears are the reason why they're still in the position that they are in. Do not allow, yes, college is not for everybody, but don't allow somebody who's never done something to give you advice on it. If somebody ain't never went to college and is stuck in a job that they hate and they going there for a check, don't let them tell you what you should be doing after college, because they don't even know what college feel like. They don't even know what it feel like to walk across the stage and graduate after 4+ years, depending on your situation. They don't know how that feels. They don't know what it feels like to look for a position to work somewhere that you actually like to go to. They don't know what that feels like. So don't let anybody give you advice on something they have no idea what that feels like. They've never been in that position. Don't take advice from anybody that ain't doing nothing better with their life. If they looking down on you because you don't know what you want to do, but they ain't doing nothing at all, their opinion is null and void. Like, they really are just talking out the side of their neck just to have something to say, because when somebody sees that you are doing something, people are always going to have something to say, because a lot of the time, because they're not doing it themselves, so they are able to critique it from you because they haven't done it to critique it for themselves. But do not allow anybody to shoot down your dreams just because they have a fear of doing it themselves. And like I said, when somebody's telling you, no, I don't think that's a good idea, that's a bad idea, but they can't give you a valid reason why, or even help you try to figure out what you can do to make it a good idea, that's them projecting their fears onto you. Next, this is a really big tip and a really big point. Congratulate yourself for finishing college, because a lot of people do not do it. And despite what people might think, being a college student is very hard. It's a full-time job, and I'm speaking from experience because I'm a graduating senior as well. I've been at school for 4 years. I've worked a job, multiple jobs at the same time, jobs and internships at the same time. And college is not easy, especially if you're not just a student. Like I just said, I worked 40+ hours throughout my whole college career, along with other things. So being in school isn't just, okay, all you got is schoolwork, what are you crying about? No. This is not high school, this is not middle school, this is college. Okay, you have hard classes, you have projects, you have homework, you have other things to do. You might be trying to get internships so that you can have a better future for yourself rather than just being a student. But even if you are just a student, college is still hard. College is very stressful, and a lot of the times you don't have, you know, the help of somebody else to help you through that stress. Especially if you're a first-generation college student like myself. I didn't have people to show me what to do, to tell me what to do, to tell me how to go. So it was a lot of bumping my head. It was a lot of handling things on my own to get things done. One, because I'm the only person I know in Chicago, this aside from the people I've met at school. I don't have family here. I moved to Chicago and didn't know nobody, not even friends. I didn't know people coming into Columbia. I didn't know people coming into here. I met people here. A lot of the friends that a few of the friends that I met, they were from my hometown, but I had never actually met them before that point. So like I said, I didn't have family here. I didn't have parents or siblings who went to a 4-year college before me to tell me what to do, how to go, how to move, how to handle certain things. And I touched on this in my college advice video. But anyway, I didn't have those people to help me out. So it was a lot of bumping my head. It was a lot of figuring it out. It was a lot of, you know, being sad, being worried, not knowing what to do, not knowing, you know, how to make things happen on my own. So there's a lot of stress that comes with college, aside from just having to do homework or just having to do projects. So when people try to rush you into doing something else, no, once you graduate, the day after, the day of, take that a week after, take that time to congratulate yourself and tell yourself that you are proud of you, because a lot of people do not finish college. A lot of people don't, and graduation rates are decreasing more and more every year, because a lot of people go and then they drop out because they can't handle it, or a lot of people don't go at all because they feel like college isn't for them, but they never even tried it. But you stuck it out. You realize the bigger picture. You realize that staying in college and getting your degree and learning these things and applying it to your real life while you're still in school was going to help you in the long run. So you stayed the course. So you should congratulate yourself, because a lot of people do not do this. And the people rushing you into doing something, they don't know what it feels like. So tell all them to shut up. I mean, if you gotta tell a few people to shut up, you know, I'm not judging. Tell them to shut up. If you got to, ignore them, block them, do what you gotta do. But take this time to congratulate yourself, because a lot of people do not do this. And a lot of people who drop out and say they're gonna come back, they don't come back, or they don't graduate. And not to say, you know, to look down on them, but don't allow those people to say anything to you, because graduating college is a huge accomplishment. Huge, especially if you do it multiple times. Like if you're going to get your master's or your doctorate, or, you know, multiple masters, whatever. A lot of people do not hit this milestone or do not hit this accomplishment. So do not allow for anybody to rush how you feel and what you should do next. You should be in a space of congratulations to yourself, because this is a huge accomplishment. And if nobody tells you, I want to say that I am proud of all of my graduating seniors in college, because you made it, you did it. No matter if it took more than 4 years, you still made it happen. So it doesn't even, you know, matter what everybody else on the outside has to say, because nobody else is you. And once you do something and people see you doing, see that you accomplished it, that's when they want to brag on you. That's when they want to, you know, be all around you wondering how you did it, and, you know, all these other things. But congratulate yourself, even if nobody else has done it for you. Even if you want to take a week vacation, if you can afford to after graduation, do that. Congratulate yourself. Go have a drink, go turn up, whatever. If you're over, I mean, you should be over 21 if you graduated, unless you graduated early, I don't know. But if you're over 21, go have a few drinks, go have a drink or 3, I don't know. But congratulate yourself. Do something to say to yourself that you are proud of you. But moving on to the next point, it's okay to take a job right out of school that's not exactly in your major, but do that for no more than a year. Don't let that job become you or define you, and still actively be looking for something in your field. And I know that I just said don't take any BS job just because it allows you security. This point is not saying for you to do that. This point is saying for you to take something if you feel comfortable doing it. If you want to have a job, it's okay for you to take something that you know that you won't stick with. Because like I said, an entry-level job is supposed to be for a year. Don't get stuck in that job. That's when you mess up, is when you get stuck and then you look 5 years later and realize that you were supposed to leave 4 years ago, and that your plan was to leave 4 years ago. Don't get stuck. But it's okay to take that job if you want to have that security for right now. If you want to have that security to fund what you actually want to do, it's okay to take a job that you may not necessarily be interested in. If you want to take this job so that you have the freedom in a year or two to make a huge decision or make a huge move, then that's okay. You can do that. But don't take it just because somebody else told you to. If you're making the conscious decision that you want to take this job, that it may not be exactly what I wanted to do, it may not be exactly what I thought I was doing, but it'll allow me to make my dreams happen in the long run, take it, stay for a year, and go. Take whatever lessons you can from that job so that you can apply it to your life. Continuously be working and building your resume while you're at this job, so that when you are going to interview for the job that is in your field that you wanted to do, your dream job, whatever, you are prepared, you are ready. Maybe you needed this year or whatever to get ready and prepared for that next job or that dream job. Maybe God thought that you weren't ready to go straight into your dream job once you graduated college. So if you have to take a different job in a different field just for a year to do what you got to do to get things done, that's fine. But still be looking for actively looking for jobs in your field so that you can move on. You don't owe that job nothing, because if something happens to you tomorrow, they won't care. So you don't owe them nothing. You don't have to say, oh, I gotta stay here because I just started, I don't want them to. No, bye. Next, like I said, actively keep building your resume. If you're a wardrobe stylist, keep getting clientele on the weekends, or if you work a 9 to 5 from 6 to 10, be doing photo shoots, be on set, be getting clients, be doing some personal shopping, whatever. If you're a photographer, after you get at work at 5, you know, have some scheduled sessions with some people on the weekends. Maximize that time. Keep building your resume so that when you get in that position you want, like I said, you are ready for it. You have the credentials. There's no reason why they should be able to tell you no. And if they tell you no, you know that you are worthy of that position, then that just means it wasn't for you. But it's okay if you feel like you have to take a job that you didn't want, or that wasn't necessarily in the top of your head. Do that if that's your decision. Don't let anybody else make that decision for you. But if you are actively deciding this, do it. Be strategic. Be very hard on what your goal is. Set a time frame that you are going to stay in this position, and when that time comes, leave. Do not get attached to that job. Do not get attached to these people. If you make friendships with people who work there, that's fine, and just have those relationships outside of that job. But don't get stuck there just because you feel some type of loyalty to them, because they don't feel no loyalty to you. These companies ain't loyal. Like, no. And always want to better yourself. So don't say, oh, I have a job, I'm fine. No, even if you have a job that you love, you should always be continuously trying to go up and up and up and up. You shouldn't be trying to stay in one position forever with the same salary, you know, and with things like that. And also, since I just mentioned salary, do not lowball yourself. I don't know if y'all school taught y'all this, but at my school, that was a big thing. Know your worth and do not lowball yourself. Ask up. Ask for the higher price, and then they might offer you the price that you actually wanted, and then you will be fine and set with that. But don't lowball yourself, and don't let them lowball you just because you are graduating college right now. You are at an entry level in your career field. Do not let them lowball you. Research and see how much people are getting paid to do this position. Research and look and see how much time is going to take you to get things done, how much stress is going to be on you to get this job done. If they can't give you the salary that you want, negotiate sick days, negotiate vacation days, negotiate all that, because they have to give you something for your time. If they can't give you the salary that you want, I want to work at home 2 days out the week, and I'll only be in the office for 3. I mean, negotiate. But you have to come in there confident, because if they realize that you wary and just trying to ask this, they'll peep that, they'll know that, and they'll try to play you. But do not let these people play you. Next, I already touched on this. It was just to keep continuously building your portfolio. Maximize your time. Once again, if you're working 9 to 5, do what you got to do for whatever you really want to do, from 5 to 9 or 5 to whatever time. Use your weekends, all that. Next is keep doing the groundwork. You may not be where you thought you would be once you graduated college, but keep doing the work so that when you get there, you're credible. I already touched on that. College gave you your degree, but they do not owe you anything else. Baby, let me tell y'all, this is a big thing that I feel very strongly on. College does not owe you, I'm sorry for the adults watching, but college does not owe you shit. Okay? College guaranteed that if you pay me this money every year, you will get a degree. Right? Right. And what did you get when you walk across that stage? A degree. That's what you paid for. College does not say pay this money, and when you walk across that stage, we will hand you your degree and a job, and then shake your hand. That's not what they told you. So it's your responsibility to make sure that you're in the position that you should be in once you graduate. It's your responsibility to get into that job that you should be in once you graduate. You should be taking those skills and those tools to get into that job that you wanted to get in. You should have been doing internships during school to make sure that you would be credible and able and know the things you need to know to be in the company you wanted to be in. You should have been scouting that company while you were still in school. You can't put your life in these people's hands because they don't care. You paid for what they told you they were going to give you. So if you didn't walk out of school with a job, they didn't give you they didn't disservice you. You disserviced yourself, because they never told you that once you graduate, you will walk across the stage with a degree and with a job. That's never what they told you. Now it's your fault. It's your fault if you did not. It's your fault if you did not try to do more than just homework while you were in college, okay? I'm a firm believer in taking what they're teaching me and implementing it into my real life, implementing it into my business, implementing it into, you know, my YouTube channel, implementing it into all of the different factors in my life, right? Even if you don't have a business or any extra things, you should still have been implementing these gems and these things that your class and your teachers were telling you while you were still in school. You should not have said, okay, well, once I graduate, I did what I had to do, so I'm gonna have a job. That is the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life. They don't, I'm gonna say it again, they don't owe you shit, okay? They owed you a degree, and what you get, a degree. They told you, you come here for 4 years, you will pay X amount in tuition and housing if you live on our campus, and then you will have your degree and you will have your bachelor's of blank. And you did that, and what did you get? Your bachelor's of blank. Now, certain schools that you go to, they may open your network wider to other positions, but that's because of the type of school that they are, the name on that school. But the school does not owe you shit. They don't. They really don't. Now, should they be trying to help you figure out what you should do after school? Should they be trying to you know, introduce you to companies that may be helpful to you? Yes, they should, but they don't have to. They don't have to. They really don't. And like my school, we have like a career center. You can go there. You know, they have networks. You know, the people who work in there, the alumni, they know people. They also send out a weekly newsletter that talks about, you know, open positions and things, and internships and things like that. That's fine. But they don't have to do that. They don't. It is your responsibility to know what you're going to do once you graduate. It's your responsibility. Just like internships. People say, my school never offered me internship. Like my school has an internship department. My department, like my fashion studies department at my school, they have a internship coordinator specifically for fashion studies. But I've had, how many internships have I had? 3 or 4? I've had 3 or 4 internships throughout my college career, correct? And my school hasn't given me none of those. I'm not saying that they would not have, but I didn't go to them looking for it. I didn't. I took it upon myself to do this. I knew what I wanted to do, so I took it upon myself to, you know, say, okay, I want an internship in this, let me apply, let me ask so and so if they need an intern, blah blah blah. I took that upon myself because that's nobody's responsibility but mine. I think that when people come to college, they want to get babied too much, and that's not life. When you get into the real world, nobody will care. Like if you go to this job and you gonna say, well, I've been here for a year, where's my raise? They don't care. They do not care. If you don't take it upon yourself to tell them, I've been here for a year, I've done this, and that for this company, I want a raise. If you don't have that conversation with them, they will not come to have it to you. What they look like offering you more money than they told you they were going to give you in the beginning. Stupid. So they don't owe you anything. College has given you what they told you were going to get. Now, if you came in here with the assumption that you were going to automatically have a job when you graduated, that's on you. That is your fault. But now, if you're watching this video, now you know that I'm telling you it is your responsibility to make sure that your life goes the way that you want it to go. Okay, it is nobody else's responsibility. And listen to this, nobody owes you shit. Nobody. Not the school, not your parents, not the world, not your industry, not your field, not no job. Nobody owes you shit. Okay, now if you put the work in, then you are able to go ask and take and demand for what you deserve. But nobody owes you anything ever. So, if you don't have a job right now or lined up for when you graduate, or you don't know what you're going to do, you cannot blame that on that college. Stop blaming that on them. Now, if you were in college and you didn't learn nothing, that's their fault. if you didn't, but if, let me rewind. If you didn't learn anything because they didn't teach it, that's their fault. If you didn't learn anything because you weren't paying attention, that's your fault. But college don't owe you nothing but a degree. And when you walk across that stage in May, April, whatever you walking across, and you don't have a job, that's your fault. Sorry, they gave you what they told you they were going to give you, and that's it. Now, not to say that your school does not offer these opportunities, but you have to go and ask. Closed mouths don't get fed, and scared money don't make no money. Scared money don't make no money, okay? You will be broke as hell waiting for somebody to give you something, having your hand out because you think somebody owe you something. Girl, bye. Boy, bye. You'll be broke as hell waiting on for somebody else to do something for you. Nobody owes you shit, like I said. But if you want a job, if you want to ask for connections, if you want to ask your network what, you know, what's open, that's fine. You ask for that help, but nobody is obligated to do that for you. But I'm not gonna go on a whole tangent because I could create a whole video about how people are crybabies. Like, I give it to you straight, no chaser. So this might come off very harsh, I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, y'all have, a lot of people have too many people that's babied them their entire lives, so they are so damn entitled. And it's like nobody owes you nothing. Just because you in this world and you check the boxes of what you were told to do doesn't mean that you are owed anything, because you're not. Nobody owes you anything ever. And I could literally create a whole video about this, because just like when I see people talk about how college is a scam, they don't teach you this and that. No, college is not a scam. You just expected more than what they told you they were going to give you. But if you came to college is here to teach you these skills, give you the tools, okay, that you need to learn to be in a certain field, but they cannot give you talents. College doesn't teach you talent, okay? They teach you what skills, what terminology you need to know in this certain field as a person that works in this field, but they don't give you talent. Like, no, that's not how that works. So no, college is not a scam. You just did take it upon yourself, aside from college, to work on yourself, to better yourself, to go out and look for internships that will help you to, you know, be better in knowing your field and knowing your work. You didn't take that upon yourself. So college is not a scam. Y'all just expect more than what people tell you they're going to give you. Just like a lot of these conversations about how schools don't teach you how to do taxes and things like that. I agree that they do need to have more realistic curriculum in schools, not even just college, but you know, like high school, middle school, things like that. But that is not their responsibility. There's people who go to school to be accountants, go to school to learn how to do taxes, but this is further education. This is like secondary education than, you know, what you learn in middle school and high school. Like, they don't owe you that to teach you that. And also, a lot of parents put all of that responsibility on that school or that curriculum, but this education system don't give a damn, okay? They do not care about you learning nothing more than what they set that curriculum to be. They do not care, okay? Once they get your money, once they get those taxes to keep these public schools open, they don't give a damn, okay? You might get some teachers who do, but they don't give a damn to teach you extra things that'll better you in life, rather than staying along the course of you go to elementary school, middle school, high school, then you graduate, you go to college, then you can also go again and get a master's degree, then you can go and get a PhD, and then you can go to work in the corporate field, and then you will stay that field until it's time for retirement. That's what they teach you to do. But they don't owe you anything else but to do that. It's up to these parents, it's up to each individual person to either teach your kids or teach yourself what else is out there for you. They don't advertise that Harvard offers a free PhD program. They don't offer that. I mean, they don't promote that you can go and get your master's or your PhD from many schools for free by doing an assistantship and a fellowship. They don't tell you that. But that's how you have to go and take your knowledge into your own hands. You have to be self-sufficient. That's a major key, is being self-sufficient. But this is going on a whole tangent that has nothing to do with the main topic. So what I just want to say overall is that congratulate yourself. It's okay to not know what you want to do, but it is not okay to stay in the position of not knowing what you want to do. And 6 months from now, if you're still saying the same thing, you should be disappointed. It's okay to take a job that you didn't think you were going to take, just so that you can create a plan to, in a year or two, be where you want to be and continue to grow your portfolio. It is not okay to take a job because somebody like your parents or grandparents pressured you to do it because they offer you a retirement plan and Social Security and 401k. No. Don't listen to what people have to say, especially if they've never done it themselves. If they have not graduated college, you can't tell me nothing about what I should be doing after. Bye. So just stay calm, do the work, do the groundwork, continue to hustle and get the job done, and congratulate yourself, and you will be okay. You will be perfectly fine. Don't stress it. It is okay. I want to say congratulations. I want to say I'm happy for y'all who have graduated, no matter how long it took. Don't be disappointed if it took you more than 4 years. At least you did it, because like I said, a lot of people don't. And if anybody has anything to say about you graduating college in more than 4 years, tell them to bye, especially if they didn't do it. Bye. But I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure that you turn on your post notifications so that you're notified every time I upload a video. Make sure that you're subscribed to my channel as well, and give this video a thumbs up. And I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Once again, congratulations. Be excited about your graduation. The time is finally here. I know that I'm happy as hell. But you guys have a great one, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.